Alright guys, this is going to be my video for how to beat floor 25 of the tower mode. Now I've been delaying making this video for quite a while, mainly because I feel like the stage should be doable without incomplete domain Megumi, and since a lot of people don't actually have him, I really want to make a guide without using him. So I was trying to beat this with Blue Gojo instead, but unfortunately the damage output just wasn't quite enough. Like I can only get the boss down to like the last maybe 15-20% HP. Obviously not enough to actually kill off the boss and clear the stage. Having said that, I still think it's probably doable for some players if you have actually highly leveled up your character. Like take a reference, my Nobara have her ultimate only at level 8, and same thing with like my Yaga's buff only level 8. Kaito's ultimate buff only level 7, etc. So I do feel like if you have actually leveled up all of your character skills, etc., you can probably beat it. Like my Blue Gojo only have his ultimate at level 8 as well. So let's say if you have managed to increase every single skill by an extra level, then maybe you can potentially beat the stage without needing incomplete domain Megumi. But like I said, it wasn't enough for me. And because a lot of you guys have been requesting a video specifically for this floor, I decided, you know what, let me just push out a solution with incomplete domain Megumi first, and then I will see whether I can potentially create a second video on how to beat it without using him. But yeah, so basically this is going to be my solution with actually incomplete domain Megumi inside the team. Now, in terms of the strategy, it's pretty straightforward. Basically, you want your Nabara to ult twice. The first time when you ult, you want to use her AoE ability of her ult. So basically, you nail the other mob enemy first and then ult, and that basically will clear the wave. And then her second ult will be where you actually do the main damage to actually kill off the boss. Now, for you to actually ult twice, basically you kind of need to increase your ultimate energy very, very fast, and that's kind of why I have my target here on the team. Now, if you do happen to have the recollection, which actually increase your ultimate energy, that will be really, really good for this stage as well, and potentially you can even get away without having Toge here. But I was trying to make it free to play friendly, so that's kind of why as far as the recollection goes, it's all either SR recollections or the ones you can actually get for free in the game. Now, in terms of other members, Yaga is there obviously for the buff. Kaito is there for the curse energy because once again you want Toge to have as much curse energy as possible because he will need to use his skill to multiple times in this battle. Incomplete domain Megumi will eventually need to be subbed in instead of your Kaito, and that's kind of why Kaito have this recollection to taunt the enemy attack to make sure he's the one that dies. And when he dies, incomplete domain Megumi is going to come in with this recollection in order to increase his ultimate energy so that you can get his domain out as soon as possible. Now, towards the end phase, ideally what you also want to do is that the enemy is going to hit you really, really hard, and you want to prevent them doing too much damage. And what you're going to do is that you are going to alternate uh, with incomplete domain Megumi's ultimate attack, which have the ability to stun, and also your Toga is skill 3, which also have the ability to stun. And ideally, you want to stun the enemy by quite a few turns consecutively to give you enough breathing room for your Nobara to build up, basically to give her enough time to build up her second ult to actually nuke the enemy. You will actually see in my gameplay that it doesn't quite work as well for me because I only managed to stun maybe like twice or 3 turns in a row. But obviously, with the lucky RNG, you can potentially stun up to 5 turns in a row up against the boss, and that basically gives you more than enough time for your Nobara to ult and just basically finish off the enemy as well.